Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to this relationships reading. My name is Linda. We're going to take a look today at the nature of your connection with someone and some of the underlying forces that may be affecting your connection that you might not be aware about. So this reading doesn't have to only be for a romantic partnership or a love interest. It can be for any connection that you have. It could be a family member or a friend, someone that you work with. Once we start explaining the messages, you'll know right away who we're talking about based on the themes of the reading. So this is for Sun, Moon, or Ascendant Sagittarius. Or you could also watch this reading if the person that you're dealing with is a Sagittarius. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles and then get started. Okay, let's get going. Here's your first card. This is how you see yourself, how you see them, how they see themselves, how they see you. This is the energy between you that is supporting, the energy between you that's challenging. This is the overall energy, and this is the potential outcome. This is looking really promising, Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Coins, so that's nice. There's two pages as bookends of this reading. Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands here, both upright. So that gives me a feeling here that there's something about the connection that we're looking at here which is very promising, in that there's a feeling of freshness, there's a feeling of enthusiasm, excitement. The pages represent youthful energy, so it could physically be a teenager, but actually the way I'm reading it in the context of this spread is that the individuals in this connection are rather, how do I explain that? It's like it's a kind of enthusiasm or excitement or passion, or it's a fun energy. It's a young energy, and that's kind of the way people are feeling, I think, about each other in this connection. Pages also represent communication, so you could be in the stage of this initiation. I feel like it's something starting here. I don't feel like we're talking about something that's pre-existing or that has been enduring or ongoing for a long time. This feels like something new and fresh. I feel like there's a lot of communication happening at the moment. You're getting to know each other, or there's a lot of like chatting back and forth. There's lots of love energy in the reading. There's in the central part of the spread, there's all Cups cards, and they're all very well placed. Like it doesn't feel like a debilitating energy. There's a lot of what else? There's two threes here in the reading, and there's two major arcana cards. There's the Strength card and the Empress card. So that's a really loving and nurturing kind of energy, as well as a very strong feminine energy. The person that you're dealing with might be a Leo. It's for someone. There's also, the Empress is also a Taurus energy, so it could be that you're dealing with either a Taurus or a Leo in this reading. All right, let's start here with the cards. So this card is how you see yourself. We have the Two of Wands in the upright. I really like the Two of Wands. It seems like it kind of can slip under the radar because it's from the minor arcana and it might not seem like that important, but the Two of Wands is kind of like the minor arcana version of the World card. And you can see the world here in the imagery. This card in this position, describing how you see yourself, it's like you're at the edge of something really exciting. You've got the world in your hands, and you can see that from where you stand right now, you are making powerful decisions that will form and shape your future. So what are you going to do with that awareness, Sag? How are you going to move forward knowing that there is limitless possibility? Okay, now I feel like that's just how you're feeling right now in your own personal energy, and that could be relevant as far as this person that we're talking about here on the other side of the reading. Like you might feel that the person that's coming in here and showing up has got a lot of potential energy for you as a person to interact with and get to know and maybe build something with. I feel that energy for sure. There's a feeling here of being able to create something, but it doesn't have, like, the reading doesn't have a lot of it doesn't necessarily have cards in here that would suggest long-term energy. You know, like I don't want you to get carried away with the things that I'm saying here and think that this person is someone that you're going to marry and like be with forever. It's not necessarily, that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. It's more like you can see potential for something beyond just a fling or a light-hearted friendship, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's actually what's here. I'm just describing what you are feeling. What else is here is that, okay, so the way that you see the other person is the Strength card. Obviously, you see them as someone very strong, but the Strength card could also be explaining here that maybe the person that you're dealing with has been or is going through some difficult times, and so they need to be strong to be able to handle the issues that they're facing that are coming up for them. The Strength card is also describing a person who has a big heart and a lot of love. The Strength card is the archetypal card for the Leo person, for the Leo zodiac sign. It may or may be that you're dealing with a Leo, but more than that, it's about dealing with, in the context of this reading, and whenever we talk about zodiac signs in tarot readings, it's more talking about the archetype of the person. So don't get attached to it actually being someone who is that star sign. So the Leo energy represents the heart and love. It's a very magnanimous energy. It's also very charismatic and warm and nurturing. It's a loving energy, right? So you're seeing this person as having a huge heart and having a lot of love. But you might also be seeing them as someone that might be having pain as well, because they're having the Strength card here. So they might be dealing with some difficult things that they are having to face at the moment. Now, on this side of the reading, we have how they see themselves and how they see you. They're seeing themselves as the Empress. So they also have this very powerful energy of nurturing, abundance, fertility, creativity, prosperity. It's a very earthy quality. It's very Venusian. So all those kinds of things are covered there. This person might also actually be dealing with, Empress can talk about health and wellness and issues like that. So this person might be really strongly focused on their own personal healing journey, which would make sense with the Strength as well. Like they could be really in a process of, exploring different types of modalities to work with their own physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. The person you're dealing with could be an artist. They might also be a mother or a father already. They could be a parent. The Empress can be a parental energy. What else is here? In general, I think the person that you're looking at here has a lot of integrity. They have a very solid, grounded energy. There's something very calm and peaceful about them. They are very creative. I think they're also good in business. So your person that you're looking at here on the other side of the reading is someone with a lot of qualities that you admire and respect and value very highly. How they're seeing you is the Three of Wands in reverse. So how I would interpret that is to say that maybe they don't necessarily see a really long-term connection with you. So I feel like on your side of the reading, there is a bit of that. Like I think that you're seeing things in this person that you would want to build upon, that you would want to like spend more time to get to know, that you would want to actually create something a little bit more of substance. And this person is seeing you maybe because of their own position right now, being that they have this, maybe they're in this particular point in their healing journey. They may actually be in potentially in a healing crisis right now, where they're having like some fairly major issues coming up for them that they are wanting to really focus on and dedicate their time and energy towards resolving and healing. So for that reason, it could be that they might not necessarily see your energy as something they would want to invest a lot of time and energy in right now, which is why I'm seeing the Three of Wands in the reverse. They're not necessarily looking towards some kind of long-term story with you and building a life and creating a life with you, which is maybe what you have in mind. But that doesn't mean that they don't enjoy you or that they don't respect you or that they don't like your time and energy and they don't, want to spend time with you. I'm just saying that because I want to be careful here that I don't overly pitch this reading to you and make you think that this is someone that has potential for a long-term thing. And I've already said it a few times anyway, but I just want to make that clear. There is a lot of love here, and I think there is a lot of appreciation. I think there is a very good and very clear, strong resonance between these two individuals. But it could be just a question of the timing not being quite right for this person to actually really dive deep. But let's see, in the middle column of the reading, we have the energy that supports, energy that challenges, and the overall energy. 3 Cups cards. Ace of Cups is crowning. So there is a lot of love here. There is a lot of unconditional love, compassion. I'm hearing freedom. So I feel like there's something in this connection here which could be also just like reminding people that you can certainly have love, feel love, even be in love, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to lock that down in some kind of physical way and turn it into like a marriage or a partnership or a business venture or something of concrete significance. It can be like love can exist and be real and tangible and be expressed, but it doesn't have to have those constraints of commitments and promises to it. And that's kind of what I'm feeling in this reading. Now, the 4 of Cups in reverse as the challenging card and the 3 of Cups crossing. Again, I feel like the connection here is so profound, and it's like there's this timeless quality to it. There's this timeless love here. It's like you've known each other from a long time ago. You've maybe even met up in numerous past lives throughout your own personal journeys of incarnation. And maybe this is another point on the trajectory of your individual paths where you cross over and you create a little intersection. But it doesn't necessarily mean like it has to become something that's fixed in this point in time for you as individuals to kind of be together in some kind of traditional sense in the way that humans do that thing. You get what I'm saying? I'm kind of feeling now with this 3 of Cups as the crossing over the 4 of Cups. The message here is just to enjoy while you can, enjoy while you're together. I think there's also an element here of this doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual contact or sexual interaction. I feel like there's like a social energy to this reading where it's as much about your friends and family and the community that's around you two individuals, and maybe just being a part of a bigger story of people that vibe on the same ideas and values and you know, respect the same things or have the same kind of life philosophies, things like that. And just being part of a community where you kind of are interacting, but it's not necessarily a romantic connection that has to be forged. I love this reading. There is a really strong unconditional love here between these people. This Ace of Cups as the crowning card is just beautiful. There's a shared reverence for life. There's like I'm getting this feeling of like you both of these individuals have that sort of twinkle in your eye, and you can like be in a busy space or in a crowded room of people or whatever, and you like look across the room at each other and wink at the same time, and it's just like that perfect feeling of like I totally get that person. And they get me, and I love them, and they love me, and it's beautiful. And you don't need to try to make it be something else or anything else other than just that like total and utter love and appreciation and respect for them. I'm going to leave it there. Sag, I hope you found that helpful. I hope there's some things in there you can work with. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.